Hey Asmā, how's things? Today's a special day, right? It's your first birthday since we met. Happy birthday! So for my birthday, you video called me at like midnight with a slice of cake in front of you. And for your birthday, I have, well, to begin with, I have invited 3 mutual friends to join in to wish you a happy birthday. So let me hop over to Zoom real quick. And here we are on Zoom, and Irini is already here from Greece. Hi Irini!
Dear Asmā, happy birthday, tanti auguri, χρόνια πολλά να εκατοστήσεις. Un bacio.
Bye Irini, thanks for joining. So we have here Gabriela from Bulgaria with another friend whom I don't actually remember meeting before, whose name is Melina. And of course I obviously stole the idea of sharing a photo of a moment with Asmā. So this is Asmā with my guitar in our one and only guitar lesson. Okay, Gabriela, you can show your face now.
Hello, Asmā.
Hi, Asmā. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. We wish you all the best.
Yes, we wish you a fabulous and wonderful birthday ever. And I know that it's hard this year and you cannot go to celebrate outside, but anyway, by the way, stay safe and safe and sound
And have fun.
Yeah.
Happy birthday again.
We wish you, love you.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, so it seems we are done here. Anna could not join us because she's too busy. So I guess this is the end of the Zoom call. So we're going back to just me. Okay, well, of course we have to sing a birthday song at this point. But first, let's discuss the birthday wish phrases that we heard so far. So we heard actually 3 of them from Irini. One was the English one, happy birthday. Then we heard tanti auguri, which is the Italian one. It literally means many wishes. You can also only say auguri, which means wishes, or you can literally translate the English phrase as buon compleanno. And then she used 2 Greek phrases, which were χρόνια πολλά, which means many years, so may you live for many years, and natekatostisis, which means may you make it 100, where it is your age. So may you grow to 100 years old. For completeness, let me report the Bulgarian and Russian phrases. So the Bulgarian phrase is Čestit roždenden, which means happy birthday, literally. And the Russian phrase is S dňom rождения, which is actually short for Поздравляю с днем рождения, which means felicitations for your birthday, literally for your day of birth. This would of course not be complete without an Urdu phrase. So, Salgirah Mubarak. And now I think I am going to quadruplicate myself in order to sing the birthday song. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Asmā. Happy birthday to you. Okay, and one last thing before we leave the birthday songs. So not every country has the same birthday song or even the same tune. So Italy actually shares the English tune. And the words are tanti auguri a te, tanti auguri a te, tanti auguri insert name, tanti auguri a te. The Greeks, I think they also have a version like this.
Μια ευχή, θα σου στείλω ευχή. Στη γιορτή σου, μια ευχή. Ζήσε χρόνια πολλά, ζήσε χρόνια καλά. Ζήσε ευτυχισμένα, ζήσε χρόνια πολλά.
But they also have their own birthday song, which I will sing in a moment. The Russians have the version where they sing "С днем рождения тебе, с днем рождения тебе, с днем рождения, о Asmā, с днем рождения тебе." And they also have another song of their own, which I will link to in the description. As for the Bulgarians, they have their own song, or songs. I have actually found at least 2 videos with the title Chestito Shtindin, which I will link to in the description. Let's hear it. Να ζήσεις ο Asmā και χρόνια πολλά, μεγάλη να γίνεις με άσπρα μαλλιά, παντού να σκορπίζεις της γνώσης το φως και όλοι να λένε να μία σοφός. Okay, this was the Greek one. Now I have a Swedish one as well. The tune is mostly the same as the Dutch one, by the way, but I'm going to do the Swedish one because I know it better, essentially. Okay. Ja må du leva, ja må du leva, ja må du leva ut i 100 år. Ja visst ska du leva, ja visst ska du leva, ja visst ska du leva ut i 100 år. But I am far from done with just birthday songs. Oh yes, far from done. Because, well, I originally planned to only set to music one of the medleys, one of the poems. And then I outdid myself. I set 2 medleys to music. I translated one into Chinese, and I even started on the monster medley. So, for all the viewers of this video on YouTube, let me explain what I'm talking about. So, Asmā writes poems in several languages. You may have already seen some videos of poems by her that I set to music. At the moment I've got 2 poems and 1 combination. Okay, so combinations, what do I mean? Yeah, I mean that she sent me all of her poems. I curated a collection of them, and at some point I had this idea of taking her poems and combining them in various ways. I call these combinations medleys. So essentially I take 2 or more poems and I mix the sections. I mix the 2 poems in such a way that they make sense as a whole, which normally means that I have like one section of a poem, 1 section of another, maybe 2 of another one, etc. So for her birthday I planned to set a poem or a medley to music, and yeah, I ended up setting 2 to music and translating one of them. And what is the monster medley? So the monster medley is, well, it's a medley, of course. Why is it called the monster medley? Because it comprises 4 poems, which I combined into something that is conceived as some sort of a play. So there's 4 people on stage speaking amongst each other and to the viewer. And when I finish it, each of these people will have their own voice in the music. But more on that later on when we get to it. Now, first we have the medley, which I also translated into Chinese. This is composed of 2 poems. One is called Home, an Illusion, and the other one is called A Long Journey. Now, I set it to music so that the sections of each poem have different styles of music. So you will hear a stark difference between the kind of music you have for the sections that come from one poem and the sections that come from the other one. So here we go. Home is following my thoughts. 我家伴随我思想。Home, an illusion. Those who love us truly become our home. Not the dirt or the rain, just the feeling of being loved, being treasured and cared for. A dream has set me on a long, long journey. Wish I knew that I should go so far away, where loneliness would be the only jewel to adorn me. This solitude would be the only feather in my cap. My thoughts set out every morning when the sun comes to bid me goodbye. Until tomorrow, it says, let the moon play your muse tonight. Just like a little child thinks that the moon follows him, thus home is following my thoughts. Not the bricks or the wood, just beautiful, beautiful memories of loved ones, the meek remembering of them who are my home. I see them sparkle as the sun sets, those mountains gazing at my window before going to their beds. The little birds sing the last song of the day. Until tomorrow they sing. Let the bright stars above be your guests tonight.家只是幻想，真爱你的人们就变成家。不是土，不是雨水，就是感到仁慈爱你，真正你而且在乎你。个梦又送我去很长的旅行，愿我曾知道我就要去这么遥远，这种寂寞就是点缀我的唯一的珠宝，只有这种孤单来让我引以为豪。我思想每天早上动身，当太阳来向我告别，直到明天他告诉我，请让月亮做你的梦。丝毫像小孩子来想象月亮跟随他，我家这样伴随我思想。不是砖头，不是木头，只是好回忆，关于心爱的人的回忆，谦恭地记得那些人组成我家的人。日落只是我看他们闪耀，望住我的窗口的高山。上床的时候之前，小鸟来唱日子结束的歌曲，直到明天他们唱，请让明星今夜做你的客人。 Okay, next one is another medley comprised of two poems that I have not translated yet into any language. So the title is Woe to Me. And again, there is a distinct difference between the two styles of music used for the sections of each poem. Like in this one, I hope you heard it. It was pretty evident. There's even a key shift, actually. And the same kind of key shift also happens in the medley that I'm about to sing. But before I can sing it, I need to practice, because I don't even know it anywhere near by heart. So let me just give it a practice, and then I'll be back in a second. Here I am, I'm back. It's time for the second medley of the video. Woe to me. Woe to me, I left you, motherland. Never had I betrayed you. I set out on a dream. This land embraced me, gave me sky for the wings that you made me. Woe to me, a dream has set me on a long, long journey. Wish I knew that I should go so far away, where loneliness would be the only jewel to adorn me. This solitude would be the only feather in my cap. Woe to me, I feel powerless in reuniting my brethren. I am weaker for this plague haunting us, fragile for divisive forces. Woe to me, my thoughts set out every morning when the sun comes to bid me goodbye. Until tomorrow, it says, let the moon play your muse tonight. Woe to me, if I am weaker, united we are stronger. I pray for peace to the world. I pray for peace to the world. I will bring solace to my being. Peace to you is peace to me. Peace to me. I see them sparkle as the sun sets. These mountains gazing at my window before going to their beds. The little birds sing the last song of the day. Until tomorrow they sing, let the stars be your guests tonight. Okay, this was the second medley. And in case you haven't noticed, one of the poems that makes up this medley is also one of the poems that makes up the first medley. And in fact, I basically copied the tune for those parts of the medley from the first medley. And again, there is a difference between the styles of music for the sections of one and the other poem. Okay, so the monster medley now. So what is this monster medley? As I said, it's a combination of 4 poems. Now the first poem is the very first poem that Asmā wrote, and it's titled Woe to Me, and it's one of the poems that made up the second medley we heard today. And this is thought of as spoken by the poet, which is one of the 4 voices that I mentioned before. Then the 13th poem by Asmā is titled My Kind is Mankind, and was written after the events in Lebanon. And it's again thought of as spoken by the poet, and it's in English just as well as Woe to Me. Then we have poem number 15, which is a reflection on the Uyghur women in the concentration camps in China, which is thought of as spoken by an Uyghur woman, so that's the second voice, and it's again in English. The 16th poem is instead in Urdu and was inspired by two cases, the Hathras rape case in India, where the speaker is, and we have our third voice, the speaker is the victim of this rape case, and the fourth voice in our medley is a generic Muslim who is sad because of the demolition of I don't remember the name, sorry guys. There was a mosque somewhere that in India that was demolished by Hindu activists, and whoever did this got a clean chip because politicians supported them, and so the fourth voice is complaining that essentially the court that decided this went blind. And so that's our four voices. So I decided to use 4 different instruments for the 4 voices, because now we're going to hear, because I wrote the score with a music writing software that also plays the music. So we have a flute for the poet, a clarinet for the Uyghur woman, a saxophone for the Hathras victim, and a bassoon for the only man among the 4 voices, which is the Muslim. Because since I'm going to be singing all of the 4 voices, I had to have at least one man among the voices, right? Alright, so I'm going to just play the music and leave for a moment and let you enjoy the beautiful music, and then I'll be back to say goodbye. So that's just the first section, which is the first section of Woe to Me also. I think you may have recognized the music from the first voice, which is the poet. And the rest of the voices are basically echoing or commenting what the poet is saying. So that's it for this video. Happy birthday, Asmā, again, and see you in the next video.